This is Epidemic 006, and you are now tuned in to the Casual Fighter Podcast.
Check it out now. Third strike, yo. Yo, check it out now. Third strike, yo.
Welcome to the Casual Fighter Podcast. We're on episode 6. What's going on, fellas?
What up, babe?
What's up?
Yeah. As usual, we got the usual crew in the building. Go ahead and introduce yourself. Person up on top, the guy with the hat.
Oh, that would be me. I'm the only guy here with a hat. Zerobeat 032 here with a hat, and I got a hat on. So, what's up, everybody? Happy Sunday, y'all.
All right, yeah. And big fellow, at least on my stream, got the big fellow over there on the right of him. Got the headset on, got the nice little what you call it in the back. Just over there just chilling, just got his nice little setup back there. I see you. Y'all here, introduce yourselves.
Talking about me?
Yeah, you.
What's up, y'all? It's Epidemic 006 here. Hope everybody having a good day so far. Let's get to it.
And last but not least, my brother from another mother. Y'all here, let's shout him out. Introduce yourself, brother.
Greetings, good people. This is your boy JBJR, producer, podcaster, and gamer. So, what's happening?
Yeah, let's get started. And as you guys know, I'm LLJB3. Call me JB. Call me Bellboy. Call me James. I don't mind that. But if you call me James, you got to call him Bishop.
Hey, yeah.
That's right.
Yes, it's just two James in here. I'm James.
It's two
and he's James. Well,
Yeah.
he's James.
Yeah, you gotta go like this. I was like this.
There you go.
Which I was supposed to be like that.
There you go.
Like which thumbnail? Top or bottom?
He said,
How
which
else I'm
thumbnail?
Right.
doing?
For anybody
Damn
watching
camera.
it, for anybody listening to the podcast, like on Spotify eventually, I just pointed to folks and our windows are like, oh, fucked up.
Yeah, because I got
Everybody's
Bishop.
different.
I got Bishop under me.
That's
Ken
right.
to the left, and then
No, that's right. That's what I got.
James bottom left.
No, I got Bishop under me, and you, James, to the other side.
Right. You
I
bottom
don't know
left on my
what
screen.
the other side
Well,
is.
nigga, I got the video. Well, nigga, I'm recording the video, so
Right.
it's gonna be. So how it is Empress Epidemics under me, Zeros to the left of me, and LJB is Jason to me, Catacorn. That's so when the video comes out, that's how it's gonna look.
All right.
No, what we talking about? The video is gonna be taken from the stream, and after I edit stuff, so
God
you
damn
know.
it.
No, we're not using your stuff.
Darn
We're using only
production.
MP3s. We should.
Show
though.
your way.
Well, yeah, we could. I know I'll be at different angles though, so yeah, we'll figure it out.
Yeah, all my shit is MP4. I'm good.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I can do MP4 on mine too as well, so it's all good. Anyway, we don't want to hold you guys up. I don't want to hold y'all real brief. Real brief. My God, I can't believe we have that saying now. Anyway, so Japan Fighting Game Publishers Roundtable. That was 31st. That was 2 days ago. It was interesting. I sat through like on stream and watched the entire thing. I streamed the entire thing.
Power to you.
Yeah, man. It was only 2 hours, man. It wasn't bad. It was like 2 hours and like 20 minutes. We'll get to like the real stuff that we're gonna talk about later. But first things first, kind of wanted to run through like some of the topics that were on there. Now I'd have it up on my other computer over here, but so like everybody will be able to actually hear what's being said. But I'm just basically running through the topics. So they went through the introduction, and then the first topic was they pretty much discussed on how they really kind of choose their characters. And there was a couple of things in there that I was like pretty interested about, and they actually made a fair point. I think Horado was the one that made this point. Having a popular character doesn't mean that like the character is like, you know, most used. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, it was an interesting like talk point. Just because the character is popular doesn't mean they're going to be used in the game a lot, and that's very interesting to me. And I kind of wanted to get you guys' thoughts on that. And if you have any other thoughts yourselves on, like, as you know, as a casual viewer, like, who do you think that these games should be picking? What characters they should be picking?
Whoever you comfortable with. I mean, we come down to it, but you know, I mean, that's really the true honest thing. I mean, whoever you like, whoever you're comfortable with. But I do get the point he was making, which means, you know, just because, you know, he like this character is the mask. It's just like in like Mortal Kombat, for example. Like, you know, you would think everyone picks Scorpion Sub-Zero all the time, but you look in these events, people play with Scorpion Sub-Zero, but nah, not for real. I mean, you'll see some like the high level people, the people that actually be in like the top 8s and the top 16s. No, they don't really use too much of the main. I mean, a few of them do, but not a lot. I'm just saying it just as an example. And then even with Tekken, like, you know, main mascot for Tekken be like, at this point, with Jin, like, with the Mishima family, and they use like a motherfucker, definitely. But well, Kazuya is he definitely used a whole lot, but he's the antagonist. But as far as the, you know, just like the most used characters, I mean, I've seen a high spike of everybody at this point. So, you know, it's not like, I mean, well, now at this point, I mean, now you got people that's kind of like using like a lot of DLC people. I mean, it's kind of just like a high spice. It is what it is, but I kind of get what you mean. But, you know, I mean, it's just really just come down, I think, just with whoever you comfortable with. And if the character looks cool, it's kind of who people kind of gravitate towards, especially if you casual, unless you know how they character play. Then other than that, it's just like whoever you've been comfortable with this whole time. So, I mean, that's why I got them.
Yeah. Anybody else?
I say, for one, it depends on the game, because, like, it seems like no matter what game it is, Ryu is always like one of the highest percentage used people. And it's like, why? I mean, I'm not hating. It's just, I always wonder, is it because he's that easy to grasp? Is it because I don't think it's because he's the main character, because no one likes boring Ryu. I mean, I think it's because he's got one of the easiest and identifiable play styles in existence. He pretty much created a play style that like every game follows to some degree. Like every game has some kind of Shoto in it. And it's like, all right, so this dude created an archetype, and well, I think that people mostly pick characters based on, like, can I use this person? Like, is this an archetype are they cool looking, and can I actually use them? Like, those I think are what people are looking at when they pick these people, because it's like, I had a few cases where I looked at a character, oh man, they look fresh. I'm like, nah, I can't use this person at all. But it's like, when it comes to popular characters though, I guess half the time that's what winds up being actual happening. Those are the characters like that are actually not that easy to use, even though they're popular, but it's because they have a certain aesthetic to them. Like biking, no one use biking. Biking is hard as crap to use in Guilty Gear. Max was like, I don't like biking's play style. I agree, I don't either. she plays like crap. Like, she is all defense, and it's like counters and all this stuff. But she's like one of the most popular characters in Guilty Gear for some reason.
Yeah, it's weird.
I don't get it.
Yeah, I would have to say I agree, based off what Zerobeat and Bishop just said about being, you know, character being comfortable to use. Because, like, just for me starting off, when I started playing fighting games, I was like, okay, who's popular? You know, why are they popular? And, you know, how can I become good at this character? And then also switch off to like a character I'm uncomfortable with playing. Because in Street Fighter, for example, like when Colleen came out, I was like, I don't know. but then I just grew to like the character. So, and then like, in Dragon Ball, watching Sonic Fox play his character variations of the characters he had played with, it was inspiring to me to like learn how to, switch it up a little bit, because in that game I feel pretty comfortable with the players I play with. So yeah, that's what I think. Just go on with what you're comfortable with at first, but then, don't be afraid to try a different character or just switch it up. So
that happens a lot too, though. Yeah. Like where people start off with somebody, and then because they get influenced by these people in these tournaments and stuff, like apparently I just read this morning, all people online are starting to they think they can use Guile Sweep.
Yeah.
Why? Why do you think you can use Guile Sweep? That is like one of the most unsafe moves.
All the time.
Ooh.
Yeah. But they're trying to like
Daigo.
Yeah,
no, you're not. You're not.
You're not gonna go up and you're not gonna practice with punishing like a fucking standing medium punch. Like you're not gonna practice.
If you ain't labbing that, yeah.
You ain't labbing that shit. No, but the casual person, the casual player, regular ass Guile is not gonna go through. 9 times out of 10, they're not gonna go through and like laugh that shit.
No.
No. That's why I'll be laughing. Dude, I actually got hit. I didn't get hit. That's funny. I didn't get hit while these Guile sweepers. I was just sitting there and be like, why are you, what? Bruh, I'm not moving. Why are you trying to whip on this sweep me?
So you know what it is? I figured that out, man. I haven't even played Street Fighter 5 in a second. I figured that out. It just all go back to how Guile was in Street Fighter 2, because Guile was like pretty much the beast of Street Fighter 2, low key. And so that sweep back then was broke as fuck. Like, cause it's like it was like unexpected. You didn't expect a 2-hit sweep. Like no one expected a 2-hit sweep. Like, but because like you said, with like a Shoto, like Ryu, or even with Chun-Li, anyone else has a 1-hit sweep no matter who it is. Guile has 2. Like if you block one, like you don't expect the second one to come out. But since Guile has been a thing since Street Fighter 2, and everyone, especially like you just said, LJB3, if you've been labbing this shit and you know the character, which 9 times out of 10, if you've been playing Street Fighter for a long time, since number 2, you know how that sweep works. So you just don't arbitrarily just throw that out there. So, but like you said, a casual player don't know that, and they just going back to the old days I played. Like, I remember in Street Fighter 2, you could just throw this out and you could fuck niggas up. Nah, man, people, that's old news. That's you know how old, you know how that's par for the course to expect that for someone who don't play with Guile. Like we expect to see that. Like basically, if you fight in the tournament, we expect you not to use that.
I do it on accident and get mad at myself.
Like you,
like this does not work.
I'm saying this as someone who will play 5 like that, and I know that. Like, no, man, if you playing with Guile, you just don't throw that sweep out at all, just because you just asking to get hit.
Like if you laugh it, that's fine. But like, here's the thing: like the reason why Daigo was able to pull it off, and funny enough, like on the Roundtable, they actually talked about that quite a bit. They were like, "Sweep, these whip punishes sweep." Like what? People were kind of surprised. They were like, "Eh?" But yeah, basically, like he labbed it for so many different situations to the point where it was just second nature for him to do it. As soon as he saw something, like his finger moved on its own. So like again, the casual person is not gonna be able to have that kind of like fortitude, like to do that, where it's like it's second nature to them. They're not gonna practice. I'm not gonna practice that. I wouldn't practice that. No. I'm gonna be straight up honest. I mean, I play Mika and Chun, and I only practice like their sliding moves, which Chun is a crouching medium punch and Mika's a crouching heavy kick. I only practice those moves just to be like, how can I fucking like read and get through fireballs? So I'm tired of walk blocking because I'm a casual player. But like, man, like you're not gonna fucking like just get through that, man. It's just stupid. It was like,
but they think they can do it. They think,
and that's okay.
And they like, I believe that this will work for me.
Like, and can't throw that out there arbitrarily, man.
But that's okay.
I mean,
It's
yeah,
okay if you want to.
You just don't.
That's
you just
okay.
Don't see, and the thing about, like you said with Dago, Dago been playing this game for a long time, and if he can go ahead and know how to whiff punish you for real with that sweep attack, like you said, he labbed it to the point where you said it's second nature. So understand, that's just like I said, that's just not something you just throw out there. This like you asking to get hit if you don't know how to use that fucking attack. And use that attack. It has to be like you have to use that as a legit surprise attack for real. Like to the point, like it has to be a surprise attack. Or like you said, like or be Daigo. That's the only way you can do it. Like other than that, don't use it. Like just don't use it. And then you playing with a keep away. He using a high risk, high reward keep away character.
Mm-hmm.
And
so
that's all it is. People just like, oh, I can no. Mm-mm.
I mean, that dude used upside down kick.
Yeah,
Better than you.
Yeah. on that note, let's go ahead and move on to whatever we're talking about the next topic. They were talking about crossplay. I'm just trying to remember exactly some statements about it, but there was a couple of statements. Can't remember if it was Nishitani that was talking about it, crossplay a lot with Arika, because Fighting X Layer, man, they said some really good things.
I'm glad I own that.
They said some really good things, and this was kind of one of them. But all of them kind of said it, and I also think Harada said something very poignant as well about it. And it was basically it was basically along the lines of, we want to do crossplay. We absolutely, we understand how, they know how tough it is to actually implement crossplay across all these different, gaming platforms, all these different consoles.
Mm-hmm.
But the biggest challenge is the first party, and their control over it. Because, you can't just, me thinking as a web developer, because I am a web developer, FYI, everybody, you can in theory you can be able to kind of set up a big ass server network that has databases of everybody's shit, to where everybody's game tag ID on whatever console they own is this hex number, and then basically whatever the games are telling you wherever they are, saying hey, go find this hex number in this database, and then they're like, oh, okay, so this is the person that's playing this. So now that I know, we can match it up to whoever has closest internet by finding this other person's X number that has good internet, and they're going to match up and play each other. Boom. In theory, it's actually, that's the theory of it, and it actually sounds simple, but it's not simple as shit at all. So they definitely express that, but they also said they pretty much kind of put the onus saying hey, it's up to Sony and Microsoft and all these other different platforms. It's up to Sony, Microsoft, Nintendo, and Sega when they're doing their new whatever hell shit they're trying to do. It hasn't gotten bankrupt already, and Microsoft again for PC clients and shit. So.
I won't hold my breath till we see it, but Lonely Island said about the Garfield sex music, I would like to see that. I would like to see some crossplay.
I would love to see that shit too, man. But
true crossplay, man. It's
time.
It is.
Yeah,
time.
it is time.
Because I think a lot more people, especially when you're growing older and you're starting to be able to get more money, everybody's doing PC, and even the developers are PC might be cool, but PC can crossplay with whatever you're playing. With Street Fighter 5, I can play people on PS4. Ain't the greatest, but it's possible. On the flip side, though, Dragon Ball FighterZ can't do it. If you're on PC, you're playing with only PC folks. If you're on PS4, you're only playing with only PS4 folks. If you're playing with Xbox folks, you're only playing with only Xbox folks. Which that is, bruh. So imagine like, I want to play on PC because I don't feel like dealing with the netcode on PS4. Well, got a whole nother list of people to play, and it's probably not either going to be a lot of people or it's probably not going to be a lot of the pro players you can run into because of that shit. It's like it's crazy, man.
Yeah, that limits you.
Yeah, and that's the limitation is kind of what they were really like trying to hit at and say like, yo, that's on y'all, man. Like, I mean, we can put in the work. I would love to put in the work. Mind you, it's going to be hard as shit, and it's going to take time, and we definitely probably won't get it right. But a lot of it comes down to like first party, like these first party companies.
So you mean it comes down to Sony?
Comes down to Sony, comes down to Microsoft, comes down.
Because I mean, Xbox and Nintendo seem to be pretty cool with all of this.
Yeah,
depending on what game it is, at least.
Yeah, it depends on what game. Because man, Microsoft sometimes be low some shit.
Yeah.
I don't know. Anybody else? Ember, you got any like thoughts on this?
First thing I was thinking was like, how long would it take? And
I'm curious about that myself.
Yeah, because I'm thinking like with these new consoles coming out, fighting games are still going to be there, but I honestly think the transition from current gen to next gen is going to take a while for players to get comfortable playing on a new console. So I was just thinking like, what if the crossplay had a beta feature or something in between the game, or something they had like a beta test period or something. That way
that would be the time to do
it. Yeah. That way they can, get all their information they need and diagnosis and whatnot. So that's the first thing I was thinking.
And I feel like that's something that like if you're gonna do a beta test for that, it needs to be a beta test, particularly being like the focus. Because I don't want you to like. I feel like if you're already gonna have checking your netcode, like netcode should already essentially be done at that point before testing it. That's what I think.
Yeah.
Like, what if the next beta strive for beta did this? Like,
that'd be like here we're testing crossplay between now they're fucking PS4 and PS5, which that's shit. But with PC, but is it coming out for Xbox?
I don't think so, but let's just say it was.
Okay.
Like that'd be kind of interesting.
Yeah, but game's not even coming out until sometime next year, probably spring.
Yeah, they got pushed back.
Well, yeah, it's understandable, and
I'm fine with it though. I'm fine with it.
Super fine with it. As soon as they put that PS5 logo on that announcement, hints to the like a coming topic today. They got me interested. I'm like, can we play PS4 and PS5?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like
that will be interesting to check out, and that will be a good beta test, like a specific focused beta test. How does crossplay between PS4 and PS5 work? Because the PS5 is coming out in November. Easily be like, okay, as soon as it hits like middle of the winter, like close to the end of the fiscal year, which is like January-ish or February, somewhere around there. Throw that out, see how it works, and then be like, hey, partners, hey, shareholders and stockholders and folks, our shit works with PS4, PS5.
It works with PS4 and PS3. Because Sign was on PS3 and PS4.
Right. You're right.
And I used to play with PS4 people before I had a PS4 because I only had it on PS3. So I used to play with PS4 people.
Yeah. So they have the experience to do it. Man. Yeah, it's pretty interesting. All right. So next topic that they talked about, this is an interesting one. I can't wait to talk about this one because I remember watching this part and hearing their comments on it and was like, I don't know if I fucks with that idea. But then again, I'm old. So it's about arcade controllers. Yeah. Talking about fight sticks, baby. They basically were talking about how fight sticks they might end up being going the way of the dinosaur. Like, do they even like make, do you even make like the tools to like make sure that fight sticks work? Because everybody's like that's younger is using, which is fair. Yeah, everybody's using just regular pads.
It's not just regular pads, specifically DS4, because it's like DS4 is like almost versatile enough for damn near every fighting game.
Yeah,
so
I use that on my PC. And some people still use like the old Xbox controller too.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
But either way, it's still a pad. It's like
I didn't realize so many people was using pads now.
Yeah, man. I found that interesting. I was just like,
convenience, man. Convenience. I mean, it's a convenience thing.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah. And that's fun.
It's funny enough.
Yeah. Go ahead. Because like what you're saying right now is exactly what they were saying.
It's more so it's a convenience and a affordability thing, man. I mean, we think about a fight stick, and nothing against fight sticks and nothing like that at all. But we think about fight stick, that's a piece of equipment you gotta lug around, like because I seen LJB3 do it with his fight stick, put in his backpack, lug it around. A fucking controller, I can wrap that up and put it in my fucking pocket.
Yeah.
If I really want to just wrap up a cord, put it in my pocket, if my pocket's big enough to do it. Or if I got like a small bag or something like that, like it's really portable. It's super portable and it's super affordable. Like a brand new DS4, you can get on sale. Like you can get like $60, maybe $40 on sale, maybe $30, maybe cheaper at that because now you got like so many. You got the Hori sticks that's out. You got the Hori joints that's been out for a while. You got of course you got shit. I don't know if Madcat's still a thing like that. That's so old. So now, so Madcat's has been gone. But it's on. But you got like Hori, for example. You got so many different variations. I know. I think Nico. I think it was Nico. I think still do some sticks. Still do some fight pads. So it's like you got stuff like that that's been like there for a minute, and it's so easy to come by. And then at the same time, I mean, a regular PlayStation 4 controller. I mean, and like you said, it's like, and then really the Xbox controller is ergonomically meant to fit in your hand and be comfortable. It's meant to be comfortable in your hand. It's meant for you to get down like that on a 2D fighter, especially.
It's meant to melt in your mouth.
Not your head.
Like low key. The only controller low key is like better than that is kind of low key the Super Nintendo controller.
Oh yeah.
Like you know what I'm saying?
That was.
Hey, I don't know, man. That Saturn controller, the 6-button Saturn controller, man.
Oh, playing Street Fighter Alpha, man.
Yeah.
Man, I know at this point it's way too hard to get a damn Saturn anything. I used to have a Saturn. I remember I used to actually have a Saturn. So I remember I borrowed a DevRob Saturn, but then I ended up getting my own. Remember? I got my own, and I had Knights, brand fucking new.
See, I'm mad because you had something that was actually of value. I had Madden 98.
Yeah, man.
Oh, this man whipped out the
Hori, baby.
I got my Hori somewhere around here.
I don't got a Hori.
I got to get one though.
It's not too bad. They got the little turbo stuff in there too that I use to kind of hack my way through some of the crypt stuff in Mortal Kombat.
Nice.
So,
it's a controller, man.
It's pretty decent. I got to get used to it though. That's it. But yeah, man, they were talking. That's what we were talking about. I thought it was interesting, and I guess I don't know, man. It just feels like on the counter side of it, like it's having the feel of the arcade. They're talking. Their thinking was the way, like how they believe like arcades are going of itself. In Japan are going in the way that dinosaurs. Japan is still rocking arcades like crazy. But
wow, that even over there, because I thought that was gonna last forever over there.
That's the mecca of like fight
because
arcade
fun.
Games.
It's fun, but yeah, you notice like new like arcades rarely talk about it.
Yeah, because when the last time one of these was it Did Cross Tag get an arcade game, or was Tekken 7 the last major fighting game?
No,
arcade.
Technically Street Fighter 5.
Street Fighter 5,
You ain't even heard about it. You ain't even heard about.
Well, no, see, because I remember hearing it was real laggy at some point, but that's the last thing I heard about it. I don't know if that ever got fixed or anything.
I don't think so, because they probably didn't put any stock in it, which I don't kind of blame them for.
It's Tekken 7. Yeah, it's Tekken 7.
But yeah, major, yeah, Tekken 7, because that came out on arcades first.
That came out a long time ago.
Yeah, and even then, like it's funny about you mentioned about Tekken 7, because now I remember another topic point. Because Arada brought this up. It was like, Michael Murray was the one like translating with Joanna, like with a lot of this stuff. They both said like, yeah, dude, we had a fucking tournament. Like, and that was pretty much, about the arcade release, and like motherfuckers couldn't even play the tournament because they didn't have because they couldn't play on pad. It was like, wow. So it's like, yeah, like I understand where they were coming from, but I don't know. It's like, man, it's too much changing of the guard. Like literally everybody that we watch and like continue to watch, whether it's a pro player or it's a content creator, all the motherfuckers use arcade sticks because that's what they grew up on.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of like, yeah, man, like saying they're going away to the dinosaur. I don't fully agree with that because I feel like, like make sure people still have the option. I mean,
well, see, yeah,
of course.
Yeah, I agree on that.
They don't have the option. I mean, I hope they will still have the option, but
the way they were talking, they were saying like, nah, yeah, it might just have to just, it's kind of like one of those like Apple ideas. Let me force people to not have a headphone jack. I don't know about that, man.
That's almost like telling Smash players to not play with GameCube controllers no more.
Bruh.
Right.
Which I don't anymore though, but
well, you got the pro controller for that.
Yeah, so. I got a pro controller for that.
I understand both sides of the argument. Like I get both sides. Like I get LJB3 side. Like if that's what you grew up on and that's the staple, definitely you always want to have that option available, especially for people that's your long time veteran players and long time supporters of the game. You don't want to lose that fan base at all. You don't want to lose that. But at the same time, you also don't want to alienate the new fan base that you're trying to gain. So that you're trying to, because you can have your vets, but at the same time, it's like, yeah, I have my peers, but we do want more than that. We would like more people to be hitting more, again, the game. And a lot of people didn't grow up on Fight Sticks, unfortunately, because it wasn't as accessible, especially now.
Right.
Especially now, it's just not as accessible. So it's like,
yeah.
So I mean, we want to continue, especially if we're selling this on consoles for people to play, and all people got 99% of the time is just the regular fucking controller.
Mm-hmm.
I heard a story about something like this, where a dude like couldn't play Street Fighter 3 because he was like, "Nah, I'm pad only," and then this other dude got mad because he was like, "Nah, man, I'm not playing against this dude where I gotta switch my stuff out because I got an arcade stick." And like it was this huge like thing, and I'm like, man, it's wild out here with all of that.
Yeah, man. That's crazy as hell. So it's funny we mentioned that because I was going to go to the next topic that they talked about, but Bishop, you kind of bring up a good point, which is kind of a good segue. Is basically talking about like where was it? Basically talking about like simplification in fighting games. And this is a big complaint. I know a lot of people complain about this shit. I personally think like again, it's one of those leave the options open kind of scenarios, but if you want to bring in like all these new players, man, you trying to make money and shit. I'm sorry, but that kind of simplification stuff is gonna have to happen. Like, but they're saying they don't actually play.
That's the counter argument that they're saying that even doing this still doesn't bring them in.
Yeah, which is like,
I think what they're backing up. I think, but the thing they're banking on is the casual play. You know, someone who doesn't have to worry about playing this shit all the time. You know, someone who's just sitting there picking their controller up and just instantly doing it, you know, and just getting down on it. See, that's what they're banking on. They're banking on like the literal casual play that, you know, that will just rent. So, because they, you know, I mean, of course, they already know like the best they gonna be playing the game. Niggas that been playing Street Fighter, been playing Tekken, been playing Guilty Gear, Soul Calibur, shit like that. They gonna play the way they gonna be playing, regardless. And they gonna be supporting it. Let's say you ain't gonna worry about the people that's existing. You gonna try to get somebody new in, you know, because you're trying to have everything to grow. So you gonna have to, like you said, make it simple to the extent so that way, literally, someone who plays like maybe an hour or 2 hours, maybe every month, you know what I'm saying, can just pick up the stick and just get down on it. He was like, "Well, that's not fair." I'm like, "Well, I mean, that's not fair for you to just say, hey, only this level person can play this game either." You know
how can this genre grow? How can these companies make money if the shit is too hard for 90% of the fucking world? That's kind of the mentality, which I actually agree with. I've kind of been like, it's funny because like all these people talking about like, man, it doesn't bring them in, which is, like I say, I listen to the argument, I'm like, damn, got some good points. But I'm still kind of harking back to the fact of who the fuck cares? Like, you're like the 1%.
You're a purist. You are the purist.
You're literally the 1%, the purist. Exactly. Like it's not for you. Like I get your argument, and I agree with a lot of your points of your argument, but this ain't for you. Like, there's got to be a good compromise, and that was something that we were kind of discussing with that. And I was kind of like, yeah, hey, man. See, I'm thinking in the head of like a business owner, man. Just how do we get this shit to work? Like, because I personally want to make this shit simple enough for people to just pop in and be like, I really love playing this shit. I actually want to learn how to play it. What's the hardest shit I can do in here?
See, that's the thing. You want to make it so, like what Bishop was saying, that one person that plays once or twice a month starts playing once or twice a day. Because, like, you want it to where they start picking up things each time they play, and they're like, oh, this ain't that hard to do. I can do this with this amount of effort. But they see that if they keep stepping it up, they'll get more out of it. And that's why, like, I feel out of all these games, because I done played like almost all of them to some varying degree, that I feel Street Fighter 5 has the best entry fee level as far as like getting in the door.
Yeah,
because like it's the easiest to be like, I can simply start doing things and like learning some of the simpler stuff without, and it's enough universal things in that game that go between characters where you don't feel like Blaze Blue where, oh my God, this deep drive button does something completely different for every character. Right. So it's like, you don't feel alienated because there's enough universal stuff. Like, you know, if you do a jumping mid kick, it's probably gonna cross up with like 90% of the cast.
Yeah.
Like, you know, a quarter circle forward is gonna do something for 90% of the cast. So it's like, I think they nailed that part. I don't know about the ceiling sometimes, but I know they nailed the entry. But see, the ceiling's hard to land though, because like, I mean, what's the ceiling supposed to be? Street Fighter 4, where you got one frame links and plinking and all this other stuff that I never could even do. Like, I can't even FADC because, like, on a pad, man, nah, it ain't happening.
I'll be wondering, like, how the fuck did Luffy do this shit?
Yeah, like,
with a PS4 controller. How,
Sway?
Like,
I couldn't. I never got that good at, like, I could do some links in Street Fighter 4 with Cody. In fact, like, Darrell had a replay on his console, which I wish he still had, where I made this miraculous comeback with just links. And I'm like, I learned this much, but I felt there was a wall stopping me from learning anymore. And like, I feel that that's what they need to get rid of. or at least lower the wall so it's like a slat, like a gradual slope instead of just, all right, I walked up to this point and then it's like, oh, I don't think I can jump that high. I don't think I'm getting over that wall.
I mean, like I said, it just kind of have to come down to, and this is kind of like, I think I said this about Street Fighter 5 a long time ago with y'all, which is, if this just has like the easy to learn, hard to master format, that's kind of the best way to kind of do it, because it's like kind of like what Zerobeat was saying, like if you make it just kind of rewarding enough to where you can jump in once or twice a month, once or twice a day, you know, and then like just make it to the point where everything is kind of like universal in a sense, then you know it's still a level of skill, because it's like, oh, I know how to use this character, now I just gotta learn how to get better, get intricate. Now I gotta learn how to get intricate with different people who also may use the same fucking character. How do they use it versus how do I use it? So it's a draw in, and that's what people gotta understand. Like, nah, I get the purist argument, but you also gotta keep in mind that if you want this to grow and you want this community to grow, which I know y'all do, y'all want it to be stagnant and just shrink and then diminish to nothing.
Man, that's just so weird.
You're gonna have to find a way to bring in new people. Like you said, you have to. It's just what it is.
Man, I 120% agree on that. I got my boy Young Grasshopper here. I'll mention what he said earlier because it brings up a kind of an interesting point to kind of help out with Ken's point. But yeah, dude, a little rant that I have about that. Like, it frustrates me, like when people. Yeah, go ahead and repeat what you said again, man. So I can like kind of get my thoughts together.
Long story short, I was just saying like basically how it was, games or the format of having easy to learn, hard to master is actually the best format to kind of keep the community growing, because let's say you got it.
Yeah, that's what I was talking to say.
Yeah, because it's still rewarding to like the casual player till you can draw them in new and have learn their character in a way where they're like, okay, now I want to get more intricate, or maybe learn someone else and try to do something like that. Oh, okay, let me see how I can go ahead and fight this person. They may use the same character I use. How do they use them in a different way? Okay, and eventually it's more of a draw in, and then this is a draw to bring in new people, because like I said.
But yeah, that's the thing though. Like,
you have to understand that.
They do have to understand that. Like, how, and you said something simple and poignant that I'm gonna rant about. Like, how do you expect? I hate fucking fighting game community players. They bitch you all the time. I won't be showing to events. How the fuck do you expect folks like in the community to stay relevant? Like, stay even grassroots at the least. Shit costs money, man. So how the hell you expect these people to like put all these efforts for these games, then the events, and the community, and these locals, and all this shit? If like you're like, oh man, we gotta have this wall, but we still need to bring more people in, but we need to have all these walls and shit. It's like, dog, man, I agree with Ken's thing about there's being a slope. And just like Young Grasshopper is saying in the chat, he said, well, when people say they make this game easy, no matter how hard you make a game, people will learn it eventually.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah,
and they kind of, go ahead. E.
I'm about to say, especially if they're interested in it, because me too, I also agree on everything that was said, in addition to like, all right, once we get you in, but can you stay? That's what I was thinking too. But can you stay? Can you stay? Because thanks to you, James, and everyone else, that we all started off playing Street Fighter 5, that made me stay no lie. And then when we started bitching off to other fighting games, I was like, all right, I'm gonna throw this in my rotation of games because I really enjoy this. Mm-hmm. Now I want to start to learn how to play with these characters, et cetera, et cetera. So yeah, that's the main thing I was thinking. We got you in, but can you stay?
Yeah.
How can we keep you?
Exactly. Yeah, I'm with that.
Right, and that's why that easy to learn, hard to master format is key. Because, like I said, if you can just get someone to draw in and then give them the space and time between, like, okay, now you know how to use this character. Now use them in a practical way that you have to start getting good with them now.
Right.
Like, say now you know the character. Now start getting good with the character. Like, it's easy to use, easy to understand how the rules work. Now you know. Now play with other people that got to use the same rules against you and how they gonna use the shit. That's the hard to master part. That's what makes it a draw in. That's what keeps you in because it's addictive. It's something like, and then especially if you make it rewarding at the same time. Like, yo, that's gonna always bring in. That's always gonna keep new people. That's gonna keep new people and bring in a younger crowd all the time. Like, don't
all the time.
Don't diminish that shit. Don't diminish that shit just being pure. Like, no, like unfortunately, it has to happen. Like growth on that level and change and progress has to happen for shit to expand and for outreach to happen. Sorry, but not sorry.
Yeah, which is interesting enough.
Thanks.
Like, you know what's funny? Like, that's an interesting segue into what was actually the topic before the last one that they went into. And they were talking about user experience in future fighting games. Which is another way to make somebody stay.
Right. Can you stay?
Can you stay? What else is happening in this game to make people stay, man?
Hey, you know I'm about to tell you, James. I'm gonna say it right now. So, the kind of thing that made me want to like stop playing Street Fighter was the output of the fight money, man. When you playing ranked matches, I was like,
God.
oh my god,
That's literally why I stopped.
I was like, come on. I even told James, I was like, man, I don't know if I can play this anymore on ranked.
He said it, I don't know how many times too. Bro, both of y'all said that shit to me.
I literally cashed out because I couldn't cash in.
Right. I'm like, man, I'm saving my fight money. All right, I might as well just go ahead and pay the $5, man, for the character or whatever, man. Dang,
dude, season 1, I got every character free except 2. Season whatever now, like
season 3, I think is.
I guess I'm gonna pay
3.5 or something. Yeah, but they stopped. It was like around season 3.5 because like
it was at the beginning of last year. Because last January, I remember it was that Ryu Arthur outfit. And I'm like, oh man, let's get these pieces every week. And then I'm like, let's get this one event where they give out 2,500, which is the exact amount you need to do the event.
The gold thing, yeah, you're right.
And then it's like, let's give you 800 total for the week. And I'm like, Pikachu mean. I'm like, bruh, y'all got me messed up. That's the whole amount for the week? That's not just one thing. That's the entire amount for the week. Bruh. I'm like, y'all ain't helping a brother out here. I'm poor now.
I had to bring that up because, yeah, user experience is key, man. Like, you know, other fighting games that get you daily login bonuses and all that stuff. So,
get back to the player.
But nah, man, I'm not. I will say this, and it's funny. We're talking about. I'm actually gonna mention a non-Japanese fighting game that I actually personally hate. I fucking hate the crypt in Mortal Kombat 11. I hate the loot box
in that one though.
I hate the loot box bullshit in Injustice 2. All that crap. This shit sucks, man. When here's something that should be a good user experience in fighting games, and in that regard. Bring back Capcom vs. SK2 shit. Hey, I'm trying to unlock this character. How do you do it? I play arcade mode.
Simple.
Yeah. I mean,
simple, man.
What I want is like CVS 1, where every time you clear the game, you get a set amount of points based on how well you played the game. Because in the first game, each move you did literally got you a grade rank. Like in battle, like if you hit someone with a clean hit, you get an A, and like you hit someone with some scrubby looking, you'll get like a D or a C, and like by the end it tally it all up, and then you could go use that stuff in the shop. You could get Morgan, Nakaruru, Akuma, Evil Ryu, Blood Riot, or you could unlock all this stuff. You can unlock old classic music. And it was like, I spent a year and a half playing that game without any other people playing with me, just because there was that much stuff to unlock. Yeah. And it's like, that's how you keep me playing this, because that's like MVC2. I put so much time into MVC2 that my time does not extend anymore because the clock stops.
And here's the thing though, I will say this though. I did personally hate NBC 2. Like, man, that was one of the times where I actually kind of wished, like, is there a fucking code or can I pay some money?
Give you enough people. They should have gave you at least like, if it's 56 characters, they could have probably gave you like 24 instead of like what, 10 or 12.
Bruh, man,
like, and then it was 12 that you wasn't really finna use except maybe cable. There really wasn't a good selection out of them 12.
I can stand that shit. I'm like, I gotta play all these characters to get the characters I want. I want to play Wolverine, even though he sucks. But I still want to play him.
Wolverine was available.
Like, oh my god, this is dumb. So yeah, like there's certain aspects of it that I do hate when it comes to that. I mean, they went through a lot of stuff with user experience, but one thing they didn't bring up throughout the entire topic, and this got a lot of people pissed the hell off on Twitter, especially one person, and I'm gonna find this tweet, because man, this dude got angry. They didn't mention anything about netcode.
Oh, come on.
They really didn't mention nothing about like how to. They made some hints at it in certain portions of the topic, different topics. They really didn't. Like, now, user experience now was like the perfect place for them to really talk about netcode.
That's where you should talk about the netcode.
Exactly, and Eureka did actually talk about that. Like, good user experience for it would be crossplay, and then making sure that the netcode works. So we're doing a rollback, and they really talked about it more and presented it more in their in their announcements area. But they brought it up. And they were the only ones that really said shit about it. Everybody, and then Harada went into his double down bullshit.
3.
The rollback is 3. Man, I have tweets talking about the rollback is 3. Why is the rollback 3? That's it. This man used exact little words. Yeah, the variable rollback value is 3. At a 3 right now. You put it at a 6. I'm like, Harada, sir, repeat what you just said. Variable.
I hate to inform you, but
variable.
Not fixed, nigga.
Not fixed. That is delay based.
I hate
That's
to
not how it
inform
works. So it made me so mad. I was just sitting there and like, if you guys are watching with me on Friday, I was just like, the rollback is still 3.
It's gonna stay 3.
I can't believe he said it again.
Hey, he doubled down on it too.
Oh my god, he doubled down on it. I was so upset. Like,
he committed. He threw out that standing roundhouse and committed.
Oh my god, he committed so hard, and I was so pissed. I was like, bruh.
No whiff punish either.
Like,
minus 2 frames.
Bruh, and you know what's funny about that? We were making jokes like the next day, like, hey man, you know how the netcode is when you play it online? Hey, when you say something that's minus 2 in a game, it's actually like plus like 7.
Oh my god, bruh.
Jeez.
Like, oh, you trying to punish this sweep? Oh, I'm actually safe. Hey, Gal sweep, safe online.
Hey,
they know
at this point, we might as well mention Sonic and Smash online. You're not winning.
No. Can you kill? Nah, you can't kill.
But you ain't winning either. I will stall you out because you can't hit me because lag.
Right. We're talking about just that.
Hey, man, that's the definition of Sonic online. I've seen it.
Well, I've done it. You see me do it.
Yeah, I'm like, don't do this. Don't do this. I'm like, watching. I'm like, he gonna do it too.
He gonna do it. Bruh,
oh no, do it. Oh,
don't do it. Yeah. But I guess before we get into talking about the announcements, which is like the final portion of it, this one's a long one. I don't know how much more time do we have left.
We already about close. We already close to about an hour already.
Bruh. Yeah, we're gonna talk about the announcements now because I don't think we're gonna get a chance to talk about going to hood lore. We might have to probably hold that off.
Oh no, it's fine. We can hold that off to next episode. I'm good on that.
Yeah. Yeah, so yeah, man, no, man. This was too important to talk about and have jokes about. So the announcements. Everybody had something to talk about except for SNK. There was like, we were working on that game upstairs. Sorry, we couldn't have it ready for you. I get it. It's coronavirus still pending.
Get it? Yeah, I'm not gonna hate. But it's like,
y'all set this up. Y'all could have shown something.
Trailer or something.
No, I wouldn't even say a trailer.
And just showed that movie and been like, yeah, this is KOF 15.
Intro.
Right. They'll look around like, hope they don't notice.
Agnes is still alive. It's KOF 15, y'all.
Oh, that shit was too funny. Literally everybody but SNK shows some shit. But we can get into the good stuff. Even though we bashed Harada about the fucking netcode, Tekken 7, his explanation, because he doesn't know how the fuck rollback works. Honestly enough, Tekken 7 and Tekken 7 is like one of their major, like, interesting announcements. Because they had like two that I can think of. But you guys can correct me if y'all remember some more that stood out to you.
Oh my God.
Tekken 7 has a season 4, and with season 4,
oh my God,
comes with a Wi-Fi indicator, bitches.
You know how many niggas I'm going to deny?
I'm gonna be playing that shit now, even on PC only though. Fuck.
Because literally, because
I bought PS4 for nothing.
Because LJB3, tell them how many people play Wi-Fi. How many people use Wi-Fi on Tekken 7?
This man Harada said 50% of players, not cyberspace, 50% of players are Wi-Fi only.
Now wait.
No wonder I couldn't keep it game.
Explain to people that might not know, because there's some people out there that's probably like, what's wrong with Wi-Fi?
What's wrong with Wi-Fi?
let's break it down. Okay.
So explain what's wrong with Wi-Fi access.
Okay, so I played Tekken 7 online. So I'm gonna tell you from my personal experience. When you Tekken 7, the netcode on the PS4 version of Tekken 7 isn't the best already. Like LJV3 said, it's 3. We're
talking about the rating of the netcode, not the fucking his rollback variable number. I'm gonna put emphasis on the word variable because he don't know the definition of the word variable.
Not fixed,
pages. It's sorry.
So just to simplify on some explain like on 5 shit. Basically, I'm saying Tekken 7's server connection, like the internet for Tekken 7 on PlayStation 4, isn't the best. It could be better. It needs to be fixed. Just being honest. If it was way better, probably be a top tier fighting. It'd probably be one of the best fighting games ever. If that,
I mean, people consider it like the best. Like it's hella fun to watch. Oh, it's
fun. I had fun playing it Friday, and the connection wasn't too bad. Like me and Aaron had some good matches. Like we wasn't having no issues, but I think both of us was playing wired.
See, and that's the thing. So like we play Wi-Fi on a connection, on a server connection that's not as stable as it should be. Wi-Fi has a tendency to drop signal. And I used to do internet tech support for a living at one point. So Wi-Fi signal tends to drop the farther more spaced out you are away from the actual signal area, like the source.
It's called packet loss.
Packet loss, especially if the way your house is wired, if you have a lot of electronic interference, and if you have a lot of shit already using Wi-Fi as well. Let's go ahead and spread the signal out, which means it stands the signal out for what you're trying to use.
Exactly.
So if you're trying to use internet connection for your console on a game whose internet connection is not as good to begin with, So Wi-Fi. This is why people say just use hardware, because you at least get something decent enough to where it can play.
Yep, and stable enough.
If you
I
do
refuse
hardwire.
to not like. That's why when if I'm still moving, I'm a little worried because I'm be down there with wifey access, and I'm like, I ain't gonna be able to play online no more. Because I don't want to be playing Wi-Fi with folks, man.
When Wi-Fi tends to drop way, way, way more than a hardwire connection.
Oh yeah.
So
because that packet loss.
So I'm telling you, so this is what. So we're finding out that literally half of the motherfuckers I've ever been fighting online have been Wi-Fi.
Bro.
Literally half.
Y'all getting exposed, son.
Oh yeah, y'all about.
It's over for you. I got Wi-Fi warriors can play with y'all Wi-Fi warriors. That's fine. Now, now here's the thing I saw online on Twitter. There's a couple people that are just being extremely like, chills. Let's call it like it is. They're being chill about it. I mean, I love them to death. I love them to death. They're the homies, but y'all being some real hard shills right now just because y'all like, man, this shit ain't positive. Ain't positive thinking. I'm like, bruh, no, it's not that it's positive thinking. It's smart thinking. It's elevated thinking. It's not even elevated thinking. It's just basic understanding of shit, how shit works.
Yeah.
Like when motherfuckers are like, I understand it's gonna be hard for certain people to wire up. And Bishop, I want you to go ahead and explain this whole like your setup that you have with the mesh router system, so people can understand it. One second. But basically, people need to understand, like,
oh Lord,
like if you're gonna actively go and play online, like you need to figure out a way to where it makes the experience enjoyable for everyone as well. Like you can't just think about just yourself. Like
sounds like this pandemic in general.
Exactly.
Don't think about just yourself.
Don't think about just like not having the grid on CPT. I'm gonna keep saying hashtag free the grid. But Bishop, go ahead and explain your setup.
Long story short, I had a Wi-Fi setup because I ended up having to rearrange my setup in my house. I ended up getting the phone system in my house, like fax machines and shit, just for like work and office shit, right? Mm-hmm. So I ended up having to move my shit downstairs for room and to make room, and because that's what the fax machine and shit is and all this shit. So it ended up benefited me getting a direct connection to my actual computer where I'm at right now, but my shit was by my PS4 on my first floor, so fucked my whole shit up, like how Wi-Fi, how signal was. So per the recommendation of my manager at work, I got what's called a mesh router system. Mesh router system basically is like a multi-node network setup. Basically means I have basically 3 routers in my house that are interconnected with the same internet connection, if that makes sense. And so I got my main modem down here that's connected to one, which that sends a signal up to the main mesh system upstairs to where my PS4 is, and I can hardwire it to that. And which also sends a signal all the way up on my second floor, which that's just regular Wi-Fi. Mm-hmm. So for like my fire stick and shit like that. So originally, when I was pulling the internet with just my regular router, I had a regular ass Netgear router, just trying to stream from the basement everywhere in my townhouse. Mm-hmm. I was pulling hardwire. I was pulling no lie, maybe 80. Right? Then so I'm like, oh, everybody like that's cool, right? With this mesh router system, nigga, I'm pulling 200.
Oh, big jump.
So just on my Wi-Fi, if I decide to do Wi-Fi on my PS4 on a good day, even hardwired and Wi-Fi on a good day, I can pull 120, 150 on average. Because Sony throttles that shit. It's a long story. Yeah. Sony throttles that shit, but that's a long story. But on a bad day, I get around 50, maybe 60. On a bad day. But on a good day, I'm hovering around 120, 150, which 9 times I'm 10, I'm always having a good day. So, and my setup cost me about under $200. All right.
Right.
My whole setup cost me under $200. Took me about less than 10 minutes to set up. You know what I'm saying? Once I got
and
full,
like less than $200, like you pay $500 for a console. I mean, just make the investment, yo. You gonna make the investment in the console, make the investment in this.
And then not even just the benefit of just using it for your console, just in case if you got other shit in your house that you use that's going to use the Wi-Fi signal, it's going to help your Wi-Fi all the way around, your internet signal all together. So like if you got multiple shit, you need a hardwire. Like what I got with my shit, I got it's a TP link. Like I can hardwire to the motherfucker. Like all three, it's a hardwire function onto it, so I can hardwire and get perfect signal.
Mm-hmm.
Like you just better off doing it. It's just a sound investment to make. So if I was y'all, especially if you stay if you have a place where like your shit is like distant, like if you don't have like a dual band router set up where you beaming like a 5 gigahertz signal directly to your shit and your shit only, which even it's great, but it's not better than hardwire. You just better off routers. Just get a mesh router network just so you can hardwire. If you cannot hardwire, just go ahead and do it that way. Because $200, I get it. And not only spend that, but get better Ethernet cables too, y'all. Like for real. Yeah. Like seriously,
if you can,
Like I know a lot of people try to use thank you. Get the Cat 6 joints. Like they not expensive. They cost just as much the same as the Cat 5, but Cat 5 only go up to like I think 100 megs, I think max. Like I got Cat 6 in my house. I got Cat 6. I think I got a Cat 7 connected to my main shit. That's how I'm pulling 200. So it's like, so if you do that, you're going to be able to get you better cables and get you a better router system. Like if you don't have a hardwire, get a mesh router network, just invest a couple hundred max in that shit, get it set up, takes you a few minutes, you're done. I mean, and this, to at least try to supplement, that, because you can only do so much in your end, but it helps. I mean, it really does, because like LJ, but you said, you got to think about the experience for other people that's playing too. You have to. So I mean, that's where I'm at with it. That's my recommendation.
Yep. So yeah, I know we went on a bit of a selling point segue there for that Tekken 7 announcement. But I guess we continue on, so we can hurry up and get done with this, because I know we were getting over time. This is a long one. But as far as announcements go, first actual announcement was They're Alive 6. How do they're lowering their price, but they also have like a Core Fighters like version.
I've been playing Core Fighters. That's how I've been kicking butt.
What's the name of the internet cable again? It's Cat 6. Just a Cat 6 cable. But if you're looking for like the systems, it's a mesh router system. You probably Google it and get like Bishop. You got a brand or something that you specifically using?
The one I got is TP Link Deco, DECO. That's the one I got. But you also, I know Netgear made some. I think Asus makes some. I want to say Linksys makes some. So it's just mesh. So it's like a mesh clothing, MESH router. If you just looked it up, you get one. Like say, if you got a spread apart like location, depending on like how your shit is set up and how your shit got to be set up, you just better off doing that, just so you at least have stronger signal throughout the house, instead of just say, even it's way better than an extender too. So a repeatable extender. So
fuck that extender shit.
It's way better than that.
Fuck that extender shit.
So I'm telling you that right now. Like it's a way better, stronger, consistent signal as how you should be getting. Versus like it's easy spread out and you getting like not even half of what you should be getting. You know what I'm saying? So mesh router network. Just remember that. Google that. You just like I said, I got the TP Link Deco. That's how I bought mine. I bought mine from like computer store, Micro Center that's in St. Louis. You can probably find the shit on Newegg or Amazon, I'm sure, or anywhere else. So just anything that's within your budget, but I would say you good spending no more than like a couple hundred.
Yep, there you go. But yeah, let's go ahead and continue on these announcements real quick. But yeah, Dead or Alive 6, they had the Core Fighters. Like I said, every talked about it, that's your game,
Yeah, I was saying I was started off playing that because I was waiting for that game to get on sale again, so I pay full price.
Yeah, so
it's rather paying full price.
Released in Japan, which I'm assuming is going to come to the West. I'm hoping all this stuff comes to the West very shortly. They do have that on sale over there in Japan right now. So that's pretty good. That was a good announcement. There was also basically talking about like all the different like season passes and everything too. So like I think like season 1 was like 30% off. Season 2 was like their pack 2 was like 20%, and the newer ones were like 10% off. And then I think the actual game is 65% off.
Ooh, all right.
Yeah, so they're pretty much showing off they got deals right now. And as far as SNK, the only thing they really showed, which is actually is Sam Show season 3. Yep, Sam Show. So they're definitely coming with that. But that was pretty much it, because they were like KOF 15. Wait, we didn't say the game. We didn't say what you talking about, Kat. Let me go ahead and get out my MIB.
KOF 15 is not real. We did not post a teaser picture, however many years ago.
It's not real. It's an illusion.
Hey,
the game is not real.
Look, Recess console, that never happened.
Went back to the home screen real quick on that.
Yeah.
Nope, never happened.
So next was Capcom. They talked about Street Fighter V Champion Edition. That's going 25% off shortly, which is fine. Hopefully, I know it's on sale right now over here in the US for sure. And, they actually have a demo with all the characters that you could try out. Actually, so they're gonna have that for like a limited time, which is pretty dope. And they were talking about like the CPT. They're also talking about Street Fighter League in Japan. It's actually gonna be starting up. So
nice.
Yeah, these are basically qualifiers. So they have the first day is on next week, the 8th. Well, this coming week on the 8th, and then day 2 is on the 9th. So that's something to look forward to on that. And then, of course, everybody knows, like, they're not going to show, they didn't show silhouettes like we were kind of crossing figures they would. But that's fine, because in 3 days, we get the new characters announcement. Okay. And hopefully, I'm praying, I'm really hoping for General Story 2. And I'm also hoping that Elena doesn't show up.
I'm hoping Makoto doesn't show up.
There you go. See,
hey, y'all really want them restun combos? Y'all really want that? Do y'all really want that?
But the character's popular. She's like number 1 on the poll. he hit me with the really face. Hit me with the TJ Henderson really face.
I'm not prepared.
Yep. But yeah, so man, they're gonna be up early in Japan, because it's actually technically the next day when they're showing it off. It's 2 a.m. in their time. But in our time is like, I think it's like, I can't remember if it's noon.
That might be. I can't remember.
Or 5. It's something weird. But I'll look it up later, and I'll like on Twitter, I'll talk about like, when that's coming like when I'm gonna be looking at it, because I might just watch it on somebody else's stream. I might watch it on like El Chicote stream or something like that. But yeah, the next I think the next people that announced, it was Arata, goofy ass, like fucking Arata was trolling the entire time, mind you, holding up photos of like all these different folks. Like he's goofy as hell with his netcode is 3 ass.
Sounds about right for Harada.
Yeah.
He's a caricature at this point.
Yeah, he is. That's why he wears glasses, because
Capcom said, hey, look mean. Look like the opposing side here.
Right. Goofy ass motherfuckers. Anyway,
shit.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much his persona now. He's the don't ask me for shit guy. That's why he has that shirt. Padding is.
And the shirt should say, "Don't ask me for shit." Is 3.
Yes. But yeah, since we're gonna go to the next topic, they had the big announcement for them was Soul Calibur 6.
Y'all saw that?
Yeah, man. So. Like, man, I'm not a Soul Calibur guy, so I don't know all the characters and shit, so I don't want to talk out of turn.
All I know is Sam Show lives on through Soul Calibur still.
Hey,
Yeah, I don't have Soul Calibur 6, so
Yeah. Yeah, so I actually don't have that shit. But yeah, let me go ahead and keep looking at this video. But yeah, they also getting an update as well, so you know, ain't nothing too crazy. I can't even remember the name of the damn characters. I'm sorry, guys, because I don't play this game personally.
Oh, Setsuna Hamaru.
that's what I think it was.
No. Yeah, Setsuna. Yeah. Okay, thanks. Because yeah, she's going after Miss Harugi because I know who Miss Harugi is, and I know this character is a legacy character as well. I just don't play Soul Calibur like that, so I wouldn't know. Only games that the only games I kind of remember, like the actual like stories and everything, is Soul Edge, Soul Calibur 1 to Soul Calibur 2.
Thank you. Someone remember Soul Blade, Edge, game.
So I only, but yeah, Sasuke, yeah, that's the character name. Like I can't remember anything past Soul Calibur 2. Yes, I remember Soul Edge, so fucking Edge of Soul. The damn song is stuck in my head.
Hey, man.
Fucking Max.
Welcome
Hey,
back to the stage
of history.
welcome back to the stage of history.
Exactly. Yeah,
I got to say that in a phone call yesterday. I was happy.
Hey, it's funny you say that, man. Hey, side note, speaking of Max, man, congrats to them, man. Like his
baby
JJ winning the labor. Big
baby.
shout out to that. So,
Hey, congrats.
yeah, man. I was actually talking to Steve and some of the other guys that I know in your video games community that hung out at Evo. I was actually talking to them last night, so pretty much everybody's kind of just waiting and hearing it out. But we're also having fun drinking and talking shit because it was supposed to be Evo. Me and Bishop, especially, and hopefully y'all two would have came with us too. We would have been getting drunk with them motherfuckers.
Man.
Like yesterday, we would have been getting drunk with them motherfuckers. And we're going to finals today.
Different time zone.
Exactly.
Because that's a different reality.
Right. But yeah, after that was the Tekken 7 announcement, which that was great. I fucking enjoyed that. And Harada's video was actually pretty fucking hilarious, where he was like he switched outfits and he changed into a suit. And what he did was he walked off. I guess he hurried up and changed to a suit because at first I thought it was like, okay, he's just actually going off just to play a video. But he played the video and then he came back in with the same suit he was wearing during the thing, which was pretty hilarious. I'm like, way to play the role, buddy. Way to play the role.
Harada.
But at the end of that Tekken announcement, you had that little random character standing on top of that fucking building.
Nigga, that's Kunomitsu. I'm saying in there, that's probably Kunomitsu, man. Gotta be.
Man, that's what people are saying.
Gotta be
I was about to ask, what are y'all speculations on that? Who the fuck is that? And I was like, what?
I don't know who else it could be.
Yeah, man.
It's got to be Kunomitsu, man.
Right.
That'd be dope though.
Hey, man, it would be pretty dope. But yeah, let me double check. I know there's another announcement coming up soon. I can find it. Oh yeah, they were also talking about the online challenges for just basically the esports stuff. So they have an online challenge for Tekken and an online challenge for Soul Calibur. So Bandai Namco doing the damn thing with that. And a lot of things are coming with that as well. But they also mentioned Dragon Ball FighterZ briefly. The director of Dragon Ball FighterZ didn't come. I'm not gonna say why because, like, honestly, I understand because I struggle with that shit too right now. But basically, they're basically saying like they have announcements to come in August. So it was essentially an announcement of an announcement.
Okay. All right.
Yeah,
Announceception, exactly. All right, give me a second. So they also Arc System Works also talked about.
I've been waiting for this.
Yeah, man, they got the Arc Revo Online. Bruh. Now, Arc Revo Japan got a lot more games though, man.
Yeah.
They got both BlazBlue games. They got Cross Tag and the regular. And then they got XR, and they got Under Night Nth Birth, and they got Grand Blue Revenue Versus. Meanwhile, only Arc Revo America got Cross Tag and Grand Blue. That's it.
That's because that's probably all we playing right now. Because I think after Cross Tag came out, everyone stopped playing Central Fiction.
Yeah. But another big shout out to Max though. We also had character announcements for that. And
he
big Leo White thing. Leo White thing. Everybody, the character that everybody hates in that game.
I don't hate him.
I don't hate him.
I won when I fought one. Boss baby all day.
Yeah.
Brown paper bag man.
Hey, little bit. Big Faust. Well, man, Leo White thing's back, and he's already looking absurd.
I'm actually shocked he's back because out of the Exert only people, I didn't see him coming back. Like, because he's important,
Yeah.
he ain't that important.
Right.
And storyline wise, it seems like everyone that's been brought back still has a role to play, which is why I'm sorry, Venom fans. He's at a bakery with RoboKai. He will not be returning. He's making donuts.
Hell no.
So I'm surprised Leo's back, but that redesign looks real sleek.
Man, I like it. Man, this game looks so damn good.
It really does.
Yeah, it looks awesome.
Then the announcement that everybody's happy about. I've been waiting for this.
Man.
Drum roll.
Nagori Yuki. Motherfucking Black Samurai. Woo! I was happy as hell when motherfucker look amazing.
This dude is so hype.
Oh my god, and the
Leroy
beef,
taking it now. Him, bro.
The beef ass look of his attacks with his sword. It's like,
Stuff look dope.
Oh my god!
I saw it.
I was just like,
video.
Heard it look like you hit hard.
It's like, he looked at Leo and was like, hey, I heard you like crossing motherfuckers up and putting them in mix-ups. Feel every piece of this red ass blood sword.
Man.
Slice, bitch. Hard hit, bitch.
I'm prepared. I am.
Oh, let me go.
prepared.
Oh my god, I gotta real quick, man. Let me play this part because I swear there was like there's this one part that got me hella hype with what he does. I was like, oh my god. When you like crush him into the next part of the stage, I was just like, oh my god. Oh, that air combo. Oh my god, that air combo. I'm sorry, I'm getting hyped again. Oh, it's so good.
Dude looks so sick.
It's so good.
Yeah,
and he got his mask that comes in like the Iron Man. I was like,
Like, oh no.
Oh, so hyped. That I was done for the rest of the fucking stream after that. I was like, I've seen all I need.
Hey, yeah.
I care not about anybody else's announcements. And I think that was actually the last announcement too. So
That's a good way to go out.
That was an excellent way to go out. That was like, y'all fucking won. You good fucking job. Thank you.
It's about time. We've been waiting for that dude since like the very first Strive trailer.
I was like, if y'all don't show this motherfucker and I can know his name so we can get it started, I'm waiting. And showed him, and I was like,
because he's the first new character.
Yes. He's the first new character.
And he's the only one so far.
Yep.
Like, we don't know of any other, like, I'm sure there'll be other ones, but he's the only brand new character. Everyone else, they got, like Max would say, the World Warriors of Guilty Gear. All of them been announced already, except biking don't count. Yeah. She was a boss in the first game. The hidden one at that.
Yep.
And but all of them like main 10, they already back, and then a couple of Exert people are back. Mm-hmm. So we basically waiting on X people and new people.
Yep.
And then they finally show this new dude. I'm like, golfer clap.
It looks dope.
Oh my god, this dude! I basically went on Twitter and just like had a mark out fest. I was just going in. And I was like, look at him, goddammit!
Embrace it.
This is our future, bitch. Oh, so good.
Because I mean, that game in general looks so gorgeous. Like, oh my god! Like when I played the beta, I was like, this is real. Like YouTuber Ant Dude be saying, this is real.
But yeah, man, like yeah, man, they're gonna have like the new UI, and then they have it roll back in their shit, which they mentioned so many times too. This is gonna I can buy an Arc System Works game.
Finally,
I can buy an Arc System Works game again.
Yay.
I feel like Max though, they should probably. I wish they'd make the UI thing an option because I didn't hate the UI. I feel there should have been some tweaks to it.
Yeah,
but like I didn't hate it.
I'm like, I understood what was going on. That's what matters.
But see, yeah, and I understood why they made it so minimalist in the first place.
Yeah,
because that character select screen is a lot better than the one in effing Cross Tag. That's a Mugen. That's a Mugen character select screen.
Bro, it's so bad. Like that is literally the worst select screen in fighting games that I can. It
is. It's Mugen.
So bad.
It's just
like I don't want to scroll by the
franchise.
By franchise, like if you're gonna do something, you like per se. If you're gonna like have Street Fighter 5, like. If with character selection, I would have had it organized. I would have been like, okay, instead of having these are the characters that are announced, here's the groupings of like games that they came out. So I would have had Ryu and Sagat.
Should have done it like Street Fighter 4.
And then just kept, Street Fighter 4 was
Street Fighter 4 was organized by franchise, I think. They had the alpha people in one row.
Section, I was like, okay, I need to go alpha, and I'm gonna go over here. 4 people over there. 3 people over here, and everybody.
More vanilla Street Fighter 4 had it organized like that. That's what Cross Tag should have did.
Like instead of just like making me scroll through the shit, it took so long.
Rows and rows and scrolls and scrolls.
So stupid.
Ours.
But yeah, I guess on that note, I don't know if you guys had any closing thoughts on the roundtable. They said they were gonna do like another one hopefully soon. Yeah, man. But yeah, any thoughts did you guys have on it?
Please mention netcode next time. Don't be that guy. Don't be all like, hey, what's a netcode? I think they want us to talk about it, but I don't know.
Just tell them it's 3. Don't ask me for shit.
I don't know. Should we listen to Harada? I don't know. I don't think that's a good idea. We got rollback in our game. We're fighting EX.
Hey, shut up. Shut up. Don't ask me for that.
I mean, we put rollback in our game. Hey, y'all be quiet over there now.
Talking to Eureka. Hey.
Y'all talking too much and you talking too loud. I hear you. Get back in the corner. That's why Street Fighter don't associate with y'all no more.
Oh my God, Harada said, get back in the kitchen.
That's why y'all only got no Street Fighter characters in y'all game.
I pull the Batman beyond to get back in the kitchen.
God.
Oh man. I personally
try that out right now because I actually got that game, and when I turned on my PS4 the other night, it updated. Is that already out?
I have no idea, but I hope so.
I gotta check that out.
Yeah, because I was actually looking at like they said something about it where I can like buy it for a certain price, and I was like, it ain't like that yet. I want to buy it right now, but it ain't like that yet. But yeah, I can understand if you didn't enjoy the roundtable, but I personally did because like that's shit that I actually have like one insight on. Like, so eventually I want to like kind of make something of my own one day before I'm like 50 years old and dying. No, I'm just playing. I'm not gonna die at 50.
Nah, you'd be good.
Yeah.
If anything, you'll just be like DevRob when you stand up and your knees will make, firework noises.
Man, I mean, they don't make firework noises. Damn. But yeah, man. Any other thoughts? Like that, Abra Bishop, you got any thoughts?
I'm good, bro.
I don't really have anything. But if they bring out something, something new, I'll be looking forward to check out what they, what they got to cover or whatever.
Yeah. But I think the coverage of it, I think a lot of people were really just looking forward to seeing there was announcements for it. Me personally, I was looking forward to them actually talking and discussing shit. And making sure they were discussing shit that I would actually be interested in.
See, that's what I thought it was for in the first place.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was really for announcements. Like
Exactly. I agree. But of course they say, hey, we got a show and tell. We're going to bring our announcements. But I'm like, cool. That's what's up. And I appreciate that. And like fucking, we did have big standouts of it. I was very happy with those big standouts. So either way, I personally enjoyed it. And I understand if like other people didn't enjoy it because like, yeah, it's boring talk. Yeah. And it's perfectly fine because like, that's what it is. That's what this podcast is for. Like we tried to make that talk of everything as funny as possible so you guys can enjoy it because, you know what I'm saying, man? We, you know, low key, we try to be the Deezus of Mero of this shit. We try to be the Deezus of Mero of this fighting game shit, but we actually doing it in our own flair, our own way. We tight.
I'm just the person.
I stole some shit more. I make references. Up, down, down. Keep it tight.
Quarterback, circle.
Unnecessary roughness on the plate. Gannon.
God damn. And Bishop was like, man, y'all some goofy motherfuckers. Just end this shit. Yeah, on that note, we're gonna go ahead and end the podcast right here. Yeah, man, I'm gonna go ahead and let everybody say peace. I'm gonna say fuck y'all. Nah, I was playing.
Nah.
Love y'all, man. I love y'all. Go ahead.
Good job, man.
Yeah.
This is from you know, freestyle message lever guy.
Oh wait, yeah, he's supposed to make up the names. Got the names?
Oh yeah, the names. Yeah, what's the names?
Hey, well, Bishop knows his already. We got Colleen player. Wait, what was it? What? Because I had it yesterday. Because I'm like, I gotta think of something for these last two. We got Colleen player, Epidemic Beats guy, and we got Chun-Li waifu man, Hellboy player of the Sun.
The Sun? Oh my god! Oh my god! Chun-Li waifu player, Bellboy, man of the sun. I'll accept that. I accept that.
Colleague player, Epidemic Beast guy.
Oh Lord!
Oh my god! I can't. Doorman, what was it? Doorman man, bargain man.
Doorman man, bargain man, because I don't know how to spell Dormammu. Black man, Cyrex man. We'll see you next week.
Black man, Cyrus, man.
Yeah, well, we're gonna be talking about more about Black man, Cyrex man in the Kush.
That hood lore.
We're fucking talking about the Kush. So yeah, but yeah, I think we should start with hood lore next time.
Yeah, let's do that.
We're gonna start with. So yeah, next episode we'll start with hood lore, and then we'll catch y'all on episode 7 in 2 weeks. Catch y'all later. Peace.
Deuces.
Yeah.